Kaye Saranagati Karoe Udam Jaya Swarprasada Jaya Gaurari Swarprasada Jaya Gaurari Jaya Swarprasada Jaya Gaurari Swarprasada Jaya Gaurari Gauranga Bolite Habe Pulaka Sharira Hari Hari Bolitena Yane Bavenira Arka Venita Chande Karuna Ibe Samsara Vasana Mora Kabe Tu Chave Vishaya Chariya Kabe Shura Have Mana Kabe Hamaeravo Shri Vrindavana Ruparagunata Pade Aive Akuti Kabe Hamabuja Bose Jugalapiti Ruparagunata Pade Rahomorasa Prarthana Karaye Sara Narotamarasa Goranga Bolite Ave Pulaka Sharira Hari Hari Bolitena Yane Bhavinira Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Gaurari Sachinandan Jaya Gaurari Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Sachinandan Jaya Gaurari Jaya Rupa Raghunath Jaya Rupa Raghunath Rupa Raghunath Jaya Rupa Raghunath Jaya Jaya Rupa Raghunath. Krishna Deva. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Manasa Madhukara Marpaya Nija Pada Pankaja Makarande Manasa Madhukara Marpaya Nija Pada Pankaja Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Yadyapi Samadhishu Virirapi Pasyati Natava Makagramarichi Yadyapi Samadhishu Virirapi Pasyati Natava Nakagramarichi Idami chami nishamya tava chuta tarapa kripa bhuta vichina. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhakti Rudanchati Adyapi Madhava Natvai Mamati Lamachi Bhakti Rudanchati Yadyapi Madhava Parameshwara Tarapatavadika Durgata Gata Navidachi Durgata Gata Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Ayam Avilolata Ayadya Sanatana Kalita Bhuta Rasabhara Ayam Avilolata Ayadya Sanatana Kalita Bhuta Nivasatu Nityami Amrita Nindini Vindan Madhuri Masara Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Damodara Rati Vajana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe Damodara Rati Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe Damodara Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe Vishabhanudhari Navashashileke Lalita Saki Gunaramita Vishake Lalita Saki Rishabhanudhari Navashashileke Lalita Saki Gunaramita Vishake lalita saki guna ramita vishake karunam karumai karuna bharite sanaka sanatana varnita charite karunam karumai varnita charite karunam karumai karuna bharite shirupa sanatana varnita charite Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe Radhe Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhe Radhe Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Krishna Jaya Radhe Jaya Nanda Namami Namami Suchara Bhaksha Mandalam Sukarna Radna Kundalam Sucharchitanga Chandanam Namami Nandanandanam Sudhirganecha Pankajam Siki Sikanda Modanam Ananga Modikonanam Namami Nandanandanam Sunasika Gramoktikam Sachanda Danta Panktikam Navam Budanga Chekanam Namami Nandanandanam Karena Renjuranjitam Gati Karendra Ganjitam Takula Pita Shobhanam Namami Nandanam Shri Banga Deha Sundaram Nakaduti Sudakaram Namuya Radna Bhushanam Namami Nandanandanam Sugandhanga Soram Oro Virajikostubam Swarat Srivatsalanchana Namami Nandanandanam Vrindavana Sunagaram Vilasanugavasasam Sarendra Garva Mochana Namami Nandanandanam Rajangana Sunayakam Sadagara Praloba Namami Nandanandanam Shri Nandanandanastakam Patedya Shadhayanvita Red Baba Bindustaram Labhetarangri Modanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Muninja Vindavandite Triloka Shokarini Prasana Vaksha Pankaje Nikunja Bhuvilasi Brajendra Bhanu Nandini Brajendra Sunu Sangite Adhikari Sasiyama Tritakataravajan Shoka Vriksha Vallari Vitana Mandapastite Pravallavala Pallava Prabharunangri Koma Parabhayaspurakare Prabhuta Sampadalaye Kadai Karishasiyamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam Anangaranga Mangala Prasanga Bhangara Bhruvam Savi Brahman Sasambhamam Digantavana Patanai Nirantaram Vasikrita Priti Nandane Kadakari Shasiyam Pakataksha Bhajanam Siddhi Suvarna Champaka Pradipta Gora Vigrahe Mukha Prabha Parastako Tisaradendu Mandale Vichicha Chicha Chanchaga Chakora Savadovane Radhakari Sasiya Yatakata Madan Madatiyo Yane Pramoda Mana Mandite Priyanuraga Kovide Karakari Sasiyamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajam Ashesha Hava Bhavadhira Ira Aravushit Prabhuta Sata Kumbha Kumbha Kumbhi Kumbha Susini Prasasta Mandahasya Chona Purna Sokya Tagdahe Radhakari Sasi Yadakatakshabhai Mrinala Vala Vallari Taranga Ranga Dorlate Latagra Lasya Lolali Lalochana Lulan Milan Magnogya Mugdamo Anashite Kadakari Sasiyam Ipagadakshavajana Suvarna Malikanchita Chireka Kambu Kantage Chirucha Mangali Guna Chiratna Dipti Dipti Salola Nila Kuntala Prasuna Gucha Gumpite Kadakari Sasi Ipakataksha Bhajana Nitamba Bimba Lamba Mana Pushpa Mekalagune Prasastaratna Kinkini Kalapa Madhya Mandule Sunda Sandika Varo Asoba Goruke Kadai Kari Sasiyamam Kripa Kataksha Vajanam Aneka Manjanara Manjunu Puraravaskalan Samajaraja Hamsavams Nikvanati Gora Vilola Ema Valari Vidami Charukan Krame Kadakari Hamam Ananta Koti Vishnu Lokanam Rapadma Jarchite Imaji Japulo Maja Virincha Javara Prade Apara Siddhi Riddhi Dikta Satpadanguli Nake Kadakari Sisi Kadakari Akshavajana Vakeshwari Koyeshwari Swadeshwari Swareshwari Triveda Bharati Shane Pramana Sasaneshwari Rameshwari Kshameshwari Pramoda Sananeshwari Rajeshwari Jagari Peshirari Ke Namo Iti Mamad Bhutam Savam Nishamya Bhanu Nandini Karotu Santatam Janam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam Bhaveta Daiva Sanchita Chirupa Karmana Shasam Bhaveta Davrajindrasu Mandala Pravesh Kadakari Sasira Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Okay, Damodar. I don't really know how to do it in the morning, I don't think. No. Samsara Davan. Lasa Kundalam Gokule Rajamanam. I feel like I'm gonna get confused while doing it.
It's almost so much as it evening.
Yeah, it's. Alright, well, I guess we'll just try it.
They put it by the kitchen.
Alright. Namami Shadam Sachidananda Rupam Lasa Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yasoda Violukan Ladavamanam Paramristamantam Tato Juta Gopam Rudanta Maho Nicho Yugman Mijantam Kadambo Jayuena Satanka Necha Mahoswasakamcha Shirekankakanta Sita Graiva Damo Dadanam Tevadam Iti Jiksalila Ananda Kunde Swago Shamni Ajantamayavayanta Tadiye Shita Geshu Bhakti Jita Tvam Puna Prematasam Satavritabande Param Deva Moksham Na Moksham Vadimba Na Chanyam Vinayam Harisarapiya Iram Teva Purnata Gopalabha Sarame Manasya Virastam Kimanya Idam Te Mukamburam Avyaktanilaya Vritam Kuntalai Snigaraktascha Gopyam Oshambitam Bimba Raktararame Manasya Virastam Aram Bhakshalai Namo Deva Damodara Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jalapti Magnam Kripa Jisti Vrisyati Dinam Patanu Grihanisha Mamagyam Etakshi Jesya Kivu Atmi Dodam Tvaya Mitu Bhakti Bhajakritocha Tata Prema Bhakti Sakayam Vrayacha Namokshe Gao Mesti Namo Deha Namaste Kamde Sparatiti Damne Tvadiyo Dharaya Dhavishwasa Damne Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nadalilaya Devaya Tuya Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nadalilaya Devaya Tuya Namo Nadalilaya Devaya Jaya Damodara Radha Damodara Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Okay. Oh. Hare Krishna? No? Oh. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Raman Bihari, Radha Raman Bihari, Radhe, Jaya Radha Raman Bihari, Jaya Radha Raman Bihari, Radha Raman Bihari, Shri Radhe, Radha Raman Bihari, Radhe. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo. Haribo, Nitai Gaura, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo. Shri Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari.
Sorry. Oh. Thanks. You can hear it on there, right? Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Agyanam Timrandasya. Oh, but the sound is there. Okay. Where's the temple phone? Oops. That is super delayed. Yeah. Agyanatimirandasya Gananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Yam Pravajantam Anapeta Krityam Dvaipayano Virahaka Taduajuhava Putre Tritan Mayatayo Tadavo Banedush Tang Sarva Bhutaridayam Munimanatosmi Bhaktya Vihinaya Aparada Lakshai Chiptascha Kamaditarangamadye Kripa Maitwam Sharanam Papadyam Rinde Namaste Charanada Rindam Tavevasmi Najivami Tambina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Amnayanam Charanantike Angashamalim Chatabirabito Mandi Kritendi Varam Chadyam Jagurarochitam Viradatam Patam Barasya Shriya Vrindaranya Nivasinam Hidila Satam Abhiramodaram Radha Skanda Niveshito Jolabhujam Dhyaim Damodaram Dhyaim Damodaram Kripayati Adi Radha Bharita Shesha Badha Kemapada Vishishtam Pushti Madharayorme Yadi Vadati Chakinchit Smeraha Shoditashir Dvijavara Mani Panktya Mukti Shuktya Tadakim Shamasundara Shakanda Shekhar Smera Hasamarali Manohara Radhika Rasika Mama Kripanidhi Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Karu Prananata Vishabhanu Sadhini Shrimukabja Rasalola Satpada Radhika Padatale Kritastitim Twam Bhajami Rasikendra Shekhar Samvidaya Dashane Chanam Vibho Prartaye Raja Mahendra Nandana Astu Mohana Tavati Balaba Janma Janmani Madishvari Priya. So first I offer my heartfelt obeisances. So my beloved Holy Master, Nitya Vishal Vishnu Pada Sota Sota Shishima Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and unto Nitya Vishal Vishnu Pada Sota Sota Shishima Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj, and to Vishal Vishnu Pada Sota Sota Shishima Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, to our entire Rupanuga Guru Gaudiya Varga, to all the assembled devotees, and to our Srimati Sharmani Didi. So welcome to Braj Mandal Parikrama. Here we are, another day. Everyone's in good shape. Braj Mandal. So today we're very luckily we have a beautiful walk. This is like such an amazing, amazing walk. So make sure you stay with the group because we go across. We're gonna go down to the Ghat, to the Jamuna, and across the Jamuna on the boat. And everyone's got to give 5 rupees. Okay, our group is covered. And then it's a walk. It's like a 30-minute walk through the fields. You been Belvan? You probably don't remember. You're so young. Yeah. It's so beautiful. Just all through the fields. And then get to the village of Belvan, where Lakshmi Devi is there doing austerities, still doing austerities, trying to get in to the rasa dance. Such a beautiful temple. So I'll read. This forest is called Belvan because during Krishna's manifest pastimes, there was an abundance of bilva trees here. While grazing the cows in this most captivating and pleasant forest, Shri Krishna and his sakas would play different kinds of sports and relish the ripe bale fruits. This is described in Bhakti Ratnakar. Ramakrishna Saka Saha bilvanete Baka bilva fala punje maha kotukete. It was here that Ram and Krishna, along with their sakas, ate ripe bilva fruits with great festivity. Once, Sri Lakshmi heard a description from the mouth of Narada about Brajendra Nandan Sri Krishna's sweet Rasa Leela and the good fortune of the gopis. An eagerness to behold this Rasa Leela arose in her heart. Yet no one but the gopis have the qualification to enter Rasa Leela, since they are the true emblem of undivided and pure prem. It is only possible to gain entrance to Rasa Leela by receiving the mercy of Srimati Radhika, the embodiment of Mahabhav and the crest jewel of all Krishna's beloveds, and by the mercy of her true representatives, the gopis. At that time, one can gain entrance very easily. Thus, to enter Rasa Leela, Lakshmi began performing severe austerities at this place, but to no avail. To this day, she is performing austerities here with this desire. So this is her. Lakshmi Devi. So we're going to read from Chaitanya Charitamrita about her. But there's, I think Haridasan might know, what restrictions did Krishna put on her to be able to enter?
Well, she needed a microphone. she had to marry a gopa, which she didn't want to do. She had to give up, meaning giving up her what? She's married to Narayan. She had to give up her status as a Brahmini and become a cowherd girl, married to a gopa, taking birth in the womb of a cowherd. She couldn't give up her Brahminical status. Not only that, she'd have to make cow dung patties. And she did not want to do that. That might have actually, was there 3? But I think I'd combine the first 2. I think it's cow dung, take a birth in the womb of a gopi, and yeah, marry a gopa.
He's like, those are expensive. Jai. Finish this book. So, as we heard the other day when we were at Kaliya Daha as well, the wives of the serpents, Kaliya, refer to this pastime in their prayers to Krishna because they prayed for their husband Kaliya, and Krishna gave him so much mercy, danced on his hoods, and so they're saying, Bhagavan, we are unable to understand what sadhan Kaliyanag performed that he became a proprietor of the dust of your lotus feet. It is so rare to procure that dust that even your wife, Shri Lakshmi, was unable to obtain it, even after giving up all sense pleasures and performing austerities for a very long time in conformity with the prescribed rules and regulations. Because Kaliya didn't do any sadhan, he got the mercy of his wives. Just nearby are Krishna Kund and a sitting place of Sri Ballabhacharya. So we will read when Mahaprabhu goes to South India during Chaturmas, which is now during this time of Chaturmas. And on his way, he's giving so much mercy and meeting so many different types of people and converting them to Gaudiya Vaishnavism. While he goes, this is in South India. So he meets, he stays when he's in South India, he stayed at the house of Venkata Bhatt. So Prabhu, you're not a book. Mahaprabhu yourself and all of his associates and Srila Prabhupada. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at the house of Venkata Bhatt and constantly talked about Lord Krishna. In this way, he was very happy. Being a Vaishnava in the Ramanuja Sampradaya, Venkata Bhatt worshipped the deity of Lakshmi and Narayan. Seeing his pure devotion, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very satisfied. Constantly associating with one another, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Venkata Bhatt gradually developed a friendly relationship. Indeed, sometimes they laughed and joked together. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Bhattacharya, "Your worshipful goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, always remains on the chest of Narayan, and she is certainly the most chaste woman in the creation. However, my Lord is Lord Krishna, a cowherd boy, who is engaged in tending cows. Why is it that Lakshmi, being such a chaste wife, wants to associate with my Lord? Just to associate with Krishna, Lakshmi abandoned all transcendental happiness in Vaikuntha, and for a long time accepted vows and regulative principles and performed unlimited austerities." And then Mahaprabhu quotes again this Bhagavatam verse, Kashyanu bhavo syana deva vidmahe tavangri renu sparashadikara yadvanchaya shir lalanacharatapo vihaya kamam suchiram dritavrata. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, "O Lord, we do not know how the serpent Kaliya attained such an opportunity to be touched by the dust of your lotus feet. Even the goddess of fortune, for this end, performed austerities for centuries, giving up all other desires and taking austere vows. Indeed, we do not know how the serpent Kaliya got such an opportunity." Venkatabat then said, Lord Krishna and Lord Narayan are one and the same, but the pastimes of Krishna are more relishable due to their sportive nature. Since Krishna and Narayan are both the same personality, Lakshmi's association with Krishna does not break her vow of chastity. Rather, it was in great fun that the goddess of fortune wanted to associate with Lord Krishna. Venkatabat continued, according to transcendental realization, there is no difference between the forms of Narayan and Krishna. Yet in Krishna, there is a special transcendental attraction due to the conjugal mellow, and consequently he surpasses Narayan. This is the conclusion of transcendental mellows. The goddess of fortune considered that her vow of chastity would not be damaged by her relationship with Krishna. Rather, by associating with Krishna, she could enjoy the benefit of the rasa dance. Then Katabat further explained, Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, is also an enjoyer of transcendental bliss. Therefore, if she wanted to enjoy herself with Krishna, what fault is there? Why are you joking so about this? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I know that there is no fault on the part of the goddess of fortune, but still she could not enter into the rasa dance. We hear this from revealed scriptures. Another quote from Bhagavatam. When Lord Sri Krishna was dancing with the gopis in the Rasa Leela, he put his arms around their necks and embraced them. This transcendental favor was never granted to the goddess of fortune or other consorts in the spiritual world. Nor was such a thing ever imagined by the most beautiful girls from the heavenly planets, girls whose bodily luster and aroma exactly resemble lotus flowers. And what to speak of worldly women who may be very, very beautiful by material estimation. But can you tell me why the goddess of fortune Lakshmi could not enter the rasa dance? The authorities of Vedic knowledge could enter the dance and associate with Krishna. Another verse from 10th canto. Great sages, by practicing the mystic yoga system and controlling the breath, conquered the minds and senses. Thus, engaging in mystic yoga and seeing the supersoul within their hearts, they ultimately enter into impersonal Brahman, along with the enemies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, the damsels of Braj, the gopis, want to embrace Krishna and his arms, which are like serpents. Being attracted by the beauty of Krishna, the gopis ultimately tasted the nectar of the lotus feet of the Lord. The Upanishads have also tasted the nectar of his lotus feet by following in the footsteps of the gopis. Wow. Having been asked by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu why the goddess of fortune could not enter into the rasa dance, whereas the authorities on Vedic knowledge could, Venkatabat replied, I cannot enter into the mysteries of this behavior. Venkatabat then admitted, I'm an ordinary human being. Since my intelligence is very limited and I am easily agitated, my mind cannot enter within the deep ocean of the pastimes of the Lord. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself. You know the purpose of your activities, and the person whom you enlighten can also understand your pastimes. The Lord replied, Krishna has a specific characteristic. He attracts everyone's heart by the mellows of his personal conjugal love. By following in the footsteps of the inhabitants of the planet, known as Brajaloka or Goloka Vrindavan, one can attain the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. However, in that planet, the inhabitants do not know that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There, someone may accept him as a son and sometimes bind him to a grinding mortar. Someone else may accept him as an intimate friend and, attaining victory over him, playfully mount his shoulders. The inhabitants of Brajbhumi know Krishna as the son of Maharaj Nanda, the king of Brajbhumi, and they consider that there can be no relationship with the Lord in the ras of opulence. One who worships the Lord by following in the footsteps of the inhabitants of Brajbhumi attains the Lord and gets to know him as he is known in the transcendental planet of Braj. There he is known as the son of Maharaj Nanda. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then quoted from another Bhagavatam verse. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the son of Mother Yashoda, is accessible to those devotees engaged in spontaneous loving service. But he is not as easily accessible to mental speculators, to those striving for self-realization by severe austerities and penances, or to those who consider the body to be the same as the self. The authorities in Vedic literature, known as Shruti-gan, worship Lord Krishna in the ecstasy of the gopis and followed in their footsteps. The personified authorities on the Vedic hymns acquired bodies like those of the gopis and took birth in Braj Bhumi. In those bodies, they were allowed to enter into the Lord's Rasa Leela dance. Lord Krishna belongs to the cowherd community, and the gopis are the dearmost lovers of Krishna. Although the wives of the denizens of the heavenly planets are most opulent within the material world, neither they nor any other women in the material universe can acquire Krishna's association. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, wanted to enjoy Krishna and at the same time retain her spiritual body in the form of Lakshmi. However, she did not follow in the footsteps of the gopis in her worship of Krishna. Vyasadeva, the supreme authority on Vedic literature, composed a verse beginning Nayam Sukapo Bhagavan, because no one can enter into the Rasa Leela dance in any body other than the bodies of the gopis. Before this explanation was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Venkata Bhatt thought that Sri Narayan was the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thinking in this way, Venkata Bhatt believed that worship of Narayan was the supreme form of worship, superior to all other processes of devotional service, for it was followed by the Sri Vaishnava disciples of Ramanujacharya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had understood this misconception of Venkata Bhatt, and to correct it, the Lord talked so much in a joking way. The Lord then continued, "My dear Venkata Bhatt, please do not continue doubting. Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and this is the conclusion of Vedic literatures. Lord Narayan, the opulent form of Krishna, attracts the mind of the goddess of fortune and her followers. All these incarnations of Godhead are either plenary portions or parts of the plenary portions of the Purush avatars. But Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. In every age, he protects the world through his different features when the world is disturbed by the enemies of Indra. Because Krishna has 4 extraordinary qualities not possessed by Lord Narayan, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, always desires his company." What are the 4 extraordinary qualities? Venu, flute, Leela, pastimes, Roop, form. These are the 4 qualities Krishna has that Narayan, Vishnu, all his other incarnations don't have. That's what makes him the supreme. Loud.
He has a flute.
Flute.
Very attractive, like youthful form.
His form, beautiful form. Peacock feather.
His pastimes. His mother dancing rasa, stuff like that. His type of loving relationship he has with his associates. Prema.
You have recited the shloka beginning with Siddhanta Tas Tvabede Pi. That verse is evidence that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. According to transcendental realization, there is no difference between the forms of Krishna and Narayan. Yet in Krishna, there is a special transcendental attraction due to the conjugal mellow, and consequently he surpasses Narayan. This is the conclusion of transcendental mellows. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, attracts the mind of the goddess of fortune, but Lord Narayan cannot attract the minds of the gopis. This proves the super excellence of Krishna. To say nothing of Lord Narayan personally, Lord Krishna himself appeared as Narayan just to play a joke on the gopis. Although Krishna assumed the four-armed form of Narayan, he could not attract the serious attention of the gopis in ecstatic love. Once, Lord Shri Krishna playfully manifested himself as Narayan with 4 victorious hands and a very beautiful form. When the gopis saw this exalted form, however, their ecstatic feelings abated. A learned scholar, therefore, cannot understand the gopis' ecstatic feelings, which are firmly centered upon the original form of Lord Krishna as the son of Nanda Maharaj. The wonderful feelings of the gopis in ecstatic paramaras with Krishna constitutes the greatest mystery of spiritual life. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu deflated the pride of Venkata Bhatt, but just to make him happy again, he spoke as follows. The Lord pacified Venkata Bhatt by saying, "Actually, whatever I have said is by way of jest. Now you can hear from me the conclusion of the Sastras, in which every Vaishnav devotes his firm faith. There is no difference between Lord Krishna and Lord Narayan, for they are of the same form. Similarly, there is no difference between the gopis and the goddess of fortune, for they also are of the same form. The goddess of fortune enjoys the association of Krishna through the gopis. One should not make distinctions between the forms of the Lord, for such conceptualizing is offensive. There is no difference between the transcendental forms of the Lord. Different forms are manifest due to different attachments of different devotees. Actually, the Lord is one, but he appears in different forms just to satisfy his devotees. When the jewel known as Vaidurya touches other materials, it appears to be separated into different colors. Consequently, the forms also appear different. Similarly, according to the meditational ecstasy of the devotee, the Lord, who is known as Achyuta, infallible, appears in different forms, although he is essentially one. Venkata Bhatt then said, "I am an ordinary fallen living entity, but you are Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. The transcendental pastimes of the Lord are unfathomable, and I do not know anything about them. Whatever you say, I accept as the truth. I have been engaged in the service of Lakshmi Narayan, and it is due to their mercy that I have been able to see your lotus feet. Out of your causeless mercy, you have told me of the glories of Lord Krishna. No one can reach the end of the opulence, qualities, and forms of the Lord. I can now understand that devotional service unto Krishna is the supreme form of worship. Out of your causeless mercy, you have made my life successful simply by explaining the facts." After saying this, Venkata Bhatt fell down before the lotus feet of the Lord, and the Lord, out of his causeless mercy, embraced him. When the period of Chaturmasya was completed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took permission to leave Venkata Bhatt, and after visiting Sri Rangam, proceeded further towards southern India. Venkata Bhatt did not want to return home, but also wanted to go with the Lord. It was a great endeavor that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade him farewell. When he did so, Venkata Bhatt fell down unconscious. Such are the pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Mother Sachi, at Sri Ranga Kshetra. Jai. So, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Sri Belvan ki jai, Sri Brajenjanandan Shamasundar Sri Krishna ki jai. So, yeah, that's Belvan. And we'll end there. We'll end a little early because Gadagadjaru's got to finish up at Miami-Dade so we can get back for Kirtan night. Yeah. And if it's not raining, we'll go to Upper Buena Vista for a little Harinam in the plaza, 15 minutes at 12:30, 12:15. And what else is happening? Kirtan night. Yes. Yeah. Jai. So we'll meditate that we're doing kirtan and Braj, which we always are. But during this holy Kartik month, and we'll do Damarastakam at the end. We'll do it 8, so all the guests can offer lamp. Yeah. Jai Gaur Premanandi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Did everybody put the Chintamani dust on their head and eyes and mouth and heart?